Welcome to my YouTube channel Indian Bull vs Bear. This video is part of the series The Final Missing Piece. In this, I'll share my analysis of historical trends of the plastic products sector. Please read the entire disclaimer carefully. So the plastic products sector in the Indian share market comprises of companies engaged in manufacturing, processing and distribution of plastic-based products like packaging materials, industrial and consumer goods, automotive parts, furniture and household items, and agricultural products. The growth drivers for the sectors are the rising demand for packaging, urbanization and lifestyle changes, and emergence of bioplastics. Government supports this sector by schemes like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan and Make in India, which are promoting efficient waste management and domestic manufacturing. The challenges that the sector is facing includes environmental concerns, raw material price volatility, recycling and sustainability pressures, and competition from substitutes. So in order to identify a trend, I have created following 5 graphs. First, yearly returns graph, which shows the yearly and cumulative returns in percentage. Second, yearly swing graph, which shows number of positive and negative returns months. Third, monthly returns graph, which shows the monthly return in percentage over the last 10 years. Fourth, the mean monthly returns graph, in which I have taken the average of average returns over the last 10 years across every month. And fifth, the monthly swing graph, which shows the number of positive and negative returns years. The top 10 companies of this sector comprises of 2 large cap, 5 mid cap, and 3 small cap companies. So let's move on to the first graph, which is the yearly returns graph. This is a line graph which has 2 lines. One is this blue line, which shows the yearly returns in percentage, and the other one is this orange line, which shows the cumulative yearly returns in percentage. So 2015 was a very good year for this sector, and the sector gave returns of 32.85%. 2016 was an average year with returns of 12.84%. 2017 was a very good year for this sector, and the sector gave returns of 74.81%. But 2018 was a poor, I would say poor year for this sector with only 7.84% returns, and 2019 was a disaster for this sector with negative returns of 25.30%. The situation improved in 2020. The returns were 37.21. 2021 was a very good year for the sector with the returns of 82.09%. 2022 was a dull year for this sector with returns of 5.15%. Then 2023 and 2024 were good years for the sector with 67.52% and 40.62% returns respectively. So over the last 10 years, the cumulative returns of the sector are 1206.38%. Let's move on to the second graph, and this is the yearly swing graph, which shows the number of positive and negative returns months. So this is a bar graph in which this green bar shows the number of months with positive returns, whereas this red bar shows the number of months with negative returns. So in 2015, 7 months gave positive returns. In 2016, 8 gave positive returns. 2017, 10 out of 12 months gave positive returns for the sector. 2018, 8 months positive. 2019 was a disaster for this sector. As you can see, only 4 positive and 8 negative. Then 2020 was quite good with 9 positive. 2021 was a very good with 11 positive and only 1 negative month. 2022 average 6 positive, 6 negative. 2023 and 2024 both were good months for the sector with 8 positive months each. Let's put both of these graphs together and let's see what trend can we derive from these two graphs. So first is the cumulative return over the last 10 years of top 10 companies. The cumulative return is 1206.38%. That means 13x. So in the last 10 years, this sector has multiplied the initial investment by 13 times. Second is the CAGR. The CAGR is 29.30, which is very good CAGR. Third is the net negative yearly return. So there is only 1 year in the last 10 years which gave negative returns. That is this one 2019, this one 2019, which gave negative 25.30%. The best year for this sector in the last 10 years was 2021 with returns of 82.09%. And the worst years was of course 2019, the only negative year in the last 10 years, which gave returns of minus 25.30%. Let's move on to the other graph. Next graph, this is the monthly returns graph. So this graph is a combination of 12 smaller graphs, one graph each for every month. So if you can see the January, then one for February, for March, and so on. And these green bars shows the percentage returns in the month of January, for example, in a particular year, and this red bar shows the negative returns for the month of January for this instance in the year of 2019. So January gave positive returns 7 times out of 3, so a good month for this sector. February is an average month with 5 positive and 5 negative returns over last 10 years. March again same, 5 positive, 5 negative. April seems to be a good month for this sector, as in the last 10 years only 2 times it gave negative returns, this to 2015 and 2019. Rest 8 times April gave positive returns. May above average with 6 positive and 4 negative. June same, above average, 6 positive, 4 negative. July very good with only 2 negative in last 10 years and 8 positive. August even better. In the last 10 years, only once it gave negative return in August, and that too in 2015, 10 years back. September, average year with 5 positive and 5 negative. October, a good month with 7 positive and 3 negative. November, again a good month with 7 positive and 3 negative. And December is above average with 6 positive and 4 negative returns. Let's move on to the next graph, which is the mean monthly returns. So in this graph, I have taken the mean or the average across every month over the last 10 years. So couple of points quite clear from this graph. February and March have given on average negative returns in last 10 years. And although January and September gave average positive returns, but these returns are negligible. And there are couple of very good months as well. This April is a standout performer with 8.21% average returns in the last 10 years. August too very good with 5.17%. Let's see the next graph, which is the monthly swing graph. Monthly swing graph, we can see January in the last 10 years, 7 times positive, 3 times negative. February and March average with 5 positive, 5 negative. April good with 8 positive and only 2 negative. May above average. June above average with 6 positive returns. July and August very good months for the sector with 8 and 9 positive returns. September average with 5 positive, 5 negative. October, November good months for this sector with 7 positive each. And December is above average with 6 positive returns. Let's put last 2 graphs together and see what can be derived from those. So first thing is the 2 cheaper months for the sectors are February and March. And this is quite evident from the below graph as well. So 5 positive, and so this is an average month. But you see January 2 didn't give very good returns, but in the last 10 years 7 times it gave positive returns. So January, it seems more or less, is a dull month for this sector with marginal positive returns. Okay, what else? Costlier months: April, July, and August. So April is outstanding standout performer. No doubt about it. 8.21% average returns. July 3.52% with 8 positive returns in the last 10 years. And August 5.17% with 9 positive returns in the last 10 years. So very, very clearly a trend to be derived here. So I hope this video helps you to identify the trend on your own so that you can take the investment decisions independently. That is all from my end in this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, like and comment. I'll be back soon with another video. Goodbye for now.